This is the weekly recap for Team Cottbus and SER 415. This recap is for iteration 4. During this week, we were able to complete the weekly task for the project, which was the requirements. We also decided to update the use case diagrams and the use case document to reflect the new diagrams and the new updated use cases. We also updated our activity diagrams to show the system exit with the power down. And then for our meetings, we met a few times this week. On Monday, we met to discuss reorganizing how we schedule our meetings. We're having a lot of impromptu meetings that were difficult for everybody to partake in, so we decided that we needed to be more formal in regards to meetings, scheduling them, and then sticking to that schedule and not having the impromptu meetings anymore. On Thursday, we met to discuss how to tackle the weekly task. In this case, was the requirements. We just kind of decided what requirements we were going to work on and how we were going to split the work up. Saturday and Sunday, we met to just continue working on the requirements, continue working on the use cases and everything that we were updating for this iteration, and then to finalize it on Sunday. The primary focus during this iteration was on the requirements, and then the secondary focus was on getting the use case doc up to date to reflect the new use cases and use case diagrams. For our progress this week, we made improvements on sticking to the planned schedule. For the most part, there were no real impromptu meetings. There were times where people got on Slack to discuss certain things, but we did stick to our scheduled meetings as well. We were also able to create the new use case diagrams and update the use case doc. And then we are all up to date on the required additions to the site, including the requirements doc. As far as next week, we plan on just further refinement of the system requirements and documentation, including everything like the use case doc, use case diagrams, activity diagrams, anything that we feel like we need to work on and we need to improve upon. We also plan on continuing our elicitation just to learn more about how to implement our system, learn more about the regulations that we may face and any change to the requirements that we may need to make to accommodate that. And then we'll also be working on developing formal specifications for the requirements because that's what the lesson plan for next week is going to be.